Hey y'all, I'm just going to read
Hold up, this is like all tangled up in here. There you go.
Sorry.
Do a sound check.
Hello. Hi.
It's yellow.
Hello. Hi, here we are. Hey y'all, thanks. This has been a great mic. It's been super cool. I'm gonna read. There's a poem I've been working on. It's been really. I just messed it up and trying to fix it and do all stuff. So I'm gonna read. It's a 5-part poem. I'm reading parts 4 and 5. And I'm just kind of listening. There's a structure. It's the narrator's a woman who's in recovery, who's gotten bored in recovery and has craved excitement, found it in a lover. All right, in a married lover is the structure. And the poem actually opens up. She's addressing a recovery meeting of which this married lover is runs a meeting on Tuesdays or whatever it is, right? All right, but that's a million years ago. This is part 4 and 5. We've all forgotten that. So yeah, you're basically dropping in. There's a device where, and this is one of those things you kind of learn, from reading something aloud. You're like, okay, that doesn't. We were talking about that with one of the performers last week, and through reading it, you're like, no, that needs to be fixed. I screwed that all up, whatever. So I'm looking for those little spots. One of them is I have a device where the narrator's mentioning song titles from a playlist that has significance to them, and so that kind of. But I moved so many parts around that the part where I introduced the concept came after I just start randomly naming song titles and stuff throughout the poem. My girlfriend was like, I don't know what's going on. I was like, you're correct. I fucked that up. Okay. Anyhow, so I've been doing this for a month or so. I'm getting back into it. This is part 4. Here we are. Alexa, shuffle my playlist. Summer Lovers. Now shuffling your Summer Lovers playlist on Amazon Music. Waiting Game by Banks. Hilarious. You'll come over late no matter how late you're expected. You'll leave too soon. Maybe for good, I worry. Like I'm 5 years old again. Or that I'll end up crying in bed, devastated. Like I did from 7th grade. Right up to our breakup. Curled up, repeating, screaming. You win again. You destroyed me. You won. Now are you finally happy? It gets tiring to wait for you, so I lie down to think. How much time passed? In my mind, you softly reply, almost all your time has. But it's still just me in there, always alone in my bed, playing both our parts, improvising lines to burn some me time. My mind alights on repetitious analysis and interpretation, like a tired seabird perches atop a ship's unoccupied crow's nest. Blindfold me in the captain's quarters, and I'll predict every pitch and turn of this craft in the coming storm. In this dream, a wild-eyed band, knee-deep in water, on deck plays, per my request, nearer my God to thee. Later in the dream, I'm drowning, and you ask to borrow, for no reason, you say, one life preserver, one raft, hardtack for one, all the fresh water I have, any rope I can spare, or even just my braided hair, and also every flare I own, leaving me tossing, turning, ruminating. What did he even mean by such a thing? Mine is an unsinkable boat. This burning, sinking vessel is my gift from the universe for putting in so much work and time at first. Futilely bailing rising water in a sinking ship is just the type of thing I, with my improved mind, can find and make the time to do. To do? I do. Do I? Would I? Holy fuck, I would. I fucking would I do. I don't care, it's true, I do. That's exactly what I'll do. I do. In the dream, I stand before my bathroom mirror, working with a generic beauty pad on the chin I won't stop touching and making worse, but also watching me as Sandy, your big step up, The one you got right, with her perfect eyebrows and impossibly big ass. From all the time I see her putting in on the leg press, I guess. Y'all go to the gym together. In the dream, Sandy, so much hotter than me, sits naked on your lap atop my bathroom velvet vanity chair, amused, watching me, catcalling me very sarcastically, and laughing hysterically at your whispered comments without either one of you breaking eye contact with me. I stand before you both, fully exposed. Nothing I do is good enough, I assure myself, studying her expression while you two bond tightly, mutually mocking my naked body head to toe. She stares at the cottage cheese on my thighs, and I want to apologize. Alter Ego by NTO. Suddenly, again, it's just me. It's just me judging me. As if for the first time ever, through hard eyes, without favor. A long look, then another harsh take from a different angle. Now my bad side, and my other bad side. Sandy, I'm so sorry. One last rep, now one more set. Eyes Like Fire by Blue Horizon. When I can't see him, I wrap my arms and legs around my pillow and try to read the mind through the crinkled eyes of the man smiling in online family photos. Last summer at the beach with Sandy and their kids that I'm still staring at in my bed when the sun rises again. I restlessly wonder if Sandy uses his family pass to go to 7 a.m. body pump at our gym. Where does Sandy think you go at night? I turn it over and over in my head. She has to know. Do you really think she still doesn't know yet? Maybe if things go wrong for you, but for me, just right. In a well-lit panic, together for once, we'll see the sunrise, but not terribly high. You'd be cussing and sprinting half-dressed to your car. I'd be wrapped in my blanket that's still slightly wet with my jolting lover's sweat, squinting, vaping, and waiting till you leave to close the door left wide open behind you. But I'm just your work piling up back at the office that makes you roll your eyes when you describe it to your wife. It's one thing to stay up late to finish this or rewrite that, but don't waste your morning still spooning the previous day's finished task. Nobody caresses a pile of hastily signed boilerplate forms requested by HR. I'm loose ends, corporate nonsense, the new sales pitch that needs to get finished. I rebound at the sound of pea gravel sanding itself beneath your balance in my backyard, outside my bedroom's patio door. Suddenly a close, sharp, crisp hush, the opening of my sliding glass door, the cold, fresh air entering this stale, stuffy basement apartment home, the seal of this vacuum breaking, the end of quarantine, self-imposed and sporadic, and somehow severe, absolute. I pretend to sleep and listen to you enter and negotiate yourself quietly, then less quietly across my floor. My world inhales that which exhales it. The sick thing inside me, septic, desperate, infesting, parasitic, it screams out that God is coming when you hit my bloodstream. There's no easy way for me to say this, I later said to you, so excited I couldn't sleep. Sandy sat next to me this Sunday in the steam room. I guess he really was for the kids, like he said. I've stared so long at their online albums, I had to remind myself she doesn't know I know her, not to blow it. To her, I'm nobody. Later in the sauna, Sandy again sat next to me and said, "It's never quite as hot as we all want it." I just nodded my head and agreed. It was burning me. I'm still fairly new. Honey, are you listening? I'm talking to you. Daka Braka, especially for you. For once, you could just stay in bed. Maybe you'll change your mind when I walk past my dresser mirror naked, on the way to wet a washcloth and wipe myself off, if the way I bounce right now makes your love unconditional yet. Part 5. Long before trees fall, they're hollowed out first with the plants of birds, time, the busy work of squirrels. Termites feed on what they need. You'll empty me out by hand. You'll find seasons of stashed away seeds others hid, but later never tried to find. You won't say what we both know I don't like to hear. You won't admit it. Who's really first for you? Who's last? You taught me not to pry. I've learned and discerned what I'm allowed to ask. Who can know what and when? to be quiet when you're mad. If only our future was uncertain. Our future will be soon, finite and brutal. You were born into a world with barns, fences, leads, stables, riding rings, beasts of burden, beasts for transportation, beasts for entertainment, beasts for company, beasts simply thought so beautiful or rare they are kept just for looking at, for showing them to guests who don't often, if ever, see such things. You eat the meat of such beasts. You can do that, and do. It is your beast. You bought it when it was a calf, a colt, a filly, a mare, an old nag. It must be fed, sheltered, its appearance and ideal weight maintained. When it's time, it should be humanely put down, buried. 1 month's meat for a man. That's about it. Like always, you will leave. You'll always be gone. Like always, I will know you safely made it home when I hear nothing from you, and more nothing. This time, somehow my phone's silence sounds more permanent. I do what you tell me never to do. I call your cell directly, with my caller ID unrestricted, even though I know Sandy's lying in bed next to you. I tell myself even Sandy has to get out of their bed to use the bathroom or drink water sometime. And I call you again and again. I don't know how Sandy sleeps at night. Have you really blocked me? That's why you don't answer? How do you know if I'm calling because there's a legitimate emergency? How do you know if I really need you to talk to me? It feels like you're trying to kill me. I'm not asking, and you're so happy not texting right away to let me know you got home safe. I'm so glad you're back home, safe with her. Just once I'd love to get, what a time, I love you, always. I'm still laughing. Also, I died in a fiery crash on the way home. Anything, even scraps, riches beyond my normal allotment. Instead, you'll be standing on your front step, slipping off your shoes and taking a deep breath. The front door of your real home hangs heavy in its frame. Not enough to break, just enough to squeak. Your fear the big creak. In the dream, you hold your breath and push while lifting up the handle, turning the key. Slipping back to your life with Sandy and her nonstop barbell hip thrust. I stare at the ceiling and wonder if your dogs are awake. You're fucked if they've already woken up to be taken out to pee this morning. It'd be clear to your friend you're nowhere near there when the family dogs begin stirring, huffing, nosing, and pawing, since you're the only one in that broken marital bed who's known to hold the leash. You turn the handle, crack the ice of time, prop up the settling support. The front door to your home slowly opens, exhales but otherwise doesn't tell on you. Phone in hand, you unlock it and delete me. Delete everything that's me. Delete anything new you forgot to undo. Then you turn it off in case I call. Right then, that's when I get blocked, isn't it? Because everything with you is always so last minute. You won. You destroyed me. You always win. I'll show you what happens when I shatter. I'm going out tonight. In the morning, if I'm alive, still wasted, up all night calling old connections, crying and blubbering, cutting. Maybe in that moment I'll hit the brakes and drag myself to Serenity Scene or that new morning Buddhist thing. We'll see. But first I'm going to see if Scott's finally ready to talk about making this go somewhere. I'm finally ready for a new start. Troy, you can keep this meeting. I want a new me. I want a new nightmare. Thanks, y'all.